Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and today I'm celebrating the release of The Sound Inside, music from the play of the same name. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about what goes into making the piano music for this album, and maybe a little bit about the play. Well, let's jump in. That's the sound of the fifth mode of the Ascending Melodic Minor. It's a spooky mode, major third, minor sixth, minor seventh. We'll talk about the Ascending Melodic Minor and how to use its modes in a moment. But first, just let me say a word about The Sound Inside. It's a two-hander, a play for two actors. There's really one main character, a professor, a writing professor, thoughtful, independent, maybe a little bit isolated, whose unexamined life has begun to kind of boil over a little bit. And it's difficult to tell if the action of the play represents an interior imagination, a book that she's writing, or actual events. The play is, in some respects, about the act of psychological projection and the struggles everybody has. Now, I'd started work on a series of keyboard pieces already. And when I was asked to do the music for this play, I realized that the intimacy of these pieces would really work well for me. So I just sort of co-opted them in. A lot of the music didn't get used when you're writing for a show. You know, you might, if you're lucky, get about a quarter of the music that you write into the play. So I've got this great album. I released it today. You can find the entire thing here on my channel. It's available on Bandcamp. Buy it, download it. A couple of individual tracks are really just gorgeous, and I think they fit well in other playlists. But in any case, let's talk about what makes the music tick. So the Ascending Melodic Minor sounds like this. When you're a young piano student, you learn it this way going up, major sixth, and then on the way down, flat seven, flat six. Different on the way up than on the way down. Weird, right? But that's the way you learn it. You hear the difference? My teacher explained it to me this way. Well, on the way up, you've heard that it's minor, so you know it already. On the way down, you need the tip-off of the flat seven and the flat six. Well, here's the thing. What if you want a major chord on one, but you still want that special quality that you get out of the minor sixth and the minor seventh? And that's where the fifth mode of the Ascending Melodic Minor comes in. If I take these notes and begin on not the first step of the scale, but rather the fifth step of the scale, I get something that sounds like a major scale for the first 5 notes. And then suddenly it becomes minor. And it is a beautiful sound because the one chord is major. But the 4 chord and the 5 chord, they're minor. So what you want to do with scales like that is what I just did there improvisationally. Emphasize the surprising notes. So what makes this scale exciting is the major third. That major third there, especially against the minor 4 chord. And then when you resolve to the 1 chord, that major sound. Now, what I love about this and what I exploited again and again in this entire album and for this show was the bittersweet, melancholic vibe. It's a great sound. Well, the Ascending Melodic Minor has, of course, 7 modes. The 5th mode, it really doesn't have a name. We don't have names for the melodic minor modes in the way that we do for the major scale, but it has a very special and beautiful quality. It can be used for dominant chords, obviously. It's got a flat 7. And you can think about it really as its own texture, as its own sort of terrain, into which all kinds of like emotion can easily be projected, poured, or even drawn out. Well, listen to the whole of the album. I think you'll get a kick out of it, and you'll hear lots of permutations of this idea. I've done a whole series of videos on working on the show already, and there's great detail in those, and you can visit them. We'll have maybe linked to a few over the course of talking about this. Well, in the meantime, I hope this has been useful. If you like and subscribe, you'll be notified, probably, at least you'll notice it over on the side when I do new videos. If you ding the bell, you'll get notifications. They'll wake you up in the middle of the night and say, Chris did another video. You'll be like, damn, he's given me so much material. I don't have enough time to practice. You don't, it's true, but it's time well spent. Spend time at your instrument. Spend time at your DAW. I'll see you next time.